Welcome everybody, this is Rokia. Just got off work, had a problem in the parking lot. Car didn't want to start, so I had a friend of mine who jumped my battery. And this is my 96 geotracker. And I seen I had corrosion. On the batteries, so I went ahead and cleaned that up, thinking maybe that's what's messing it up on the positive side. So I'm charging it up, and somebody's gonna probably ask me what I used to clean it with, and I just use this right here. Pick that up at any part store, and I cleaned it up, and I started it up, right? So I'm thinking maybe it's just my battery went dead. Give me 1 second. So it starts up all right. So turn this off. Charging my battery, right? So I want to check and see if it's my alternator or my battery, which on newer cars, for what I understand, you can't do this, but this is a 96 geotracker. Make sure you always have your ground on when you do this. And this is if you have no other way to test to see if your alternator is bad. So this is what I do. I take the positive off. If the car still runs, the alternator is still good because it's supplying its own power to keep it running. But if it turns off, then you know your alternator is bad. Which, you know, now these days you can take your car to auto store and they'll hook it up and they'll let you know what it is. But if you don't have a chance to do that, this is what I do. I unplug it and it turned right off. So I know it's my alternator now going bad. Well, it went bad. And alternator is right here. So I'll make a little quick video on how I take this off and the easiest way of taking it off. So you got a belt, you got to loosen up. When you loosen up the alternator, this belt get loosened up, so you don't have to worry about that. And move this out of the way. That's your oil plug. So I got a bolt here, and on the back side of this alternator I got another bolt. That's the one you use to adjust this, and I believe there's one more below that. So I'm gonna take off this box out of the way. I'm gonna get some tools. I'm gonna move this box out of the way. No, I don't think it's gonna come off that way. So I got my channel locks. This is all you want to do is move this out of the way. And I just noticed this right here was broken. So I'm gonna see how I'm about getting a new one of these, or through eBay or something, as I figure out what it's called. Move that out of the way. Now look how much space you got now. All right. So you want to unplug it from the back, and all you gotta do is push that pin out and pull it, which it might be easier to do it from the bottom. Which it's been raining all day. I really don't feel like getting down there, but it looks like I'm gonna have to. And there's another. I don't know how good y'all can see that. See where my hand's at? There's a plug right there, which looks like I'm gonna have to use two hands to do it. phone slid. The plug's being harder than it is to take it off. Let that unplug. Let me see if I get something to put down there. This is the view from the bottom. There's that plug I was telling you about. It looks like either a 10 or 12 millimeter. You're gonna need to take that loose. And this is that bolt I was telling you about. You take that apart and this comes right out. Very simple. Look like I've been having a oil leak down here. It's probably one of my mains. Yep. Haven't looked down here for a while, so look like I'm gonna be making a couple more videos on how to fix some of this stuff. Well, let me get to it. I'll start taking this apart. These look like 14 or 15 millimeters, and let me get to it because I want to be able to get AutoZone, take this alternator to them and see if they got one, or I gotta wait another day to get it. So remember, unplug that. Got that one right there. Unplug that. You got this bottom bolt. Then on top, you got this back one. You got this right here. Once you take this one off, then it'll come right off. Just leave this bracket here. You don't have to, I believe you don't have to take that bracket off, but it should come right off. So bear with me. I'm gonna take it off, show you what it looks like. So, let me show you. Taking out that first screw on top, which is right behind the bracket. I use a short 12 millimeter short, and this is what you're going to take out right there. So that's loose, and I got the plug taken off. You see it right there. So I got to take the other one next to it, and yeah, that's it. Then you'll do that from the bottom. This is what I use to ratchet. So basically, I got it taken apart, but I had to move it over, so it makes it easier for me to take off that little bolt right there, which is a 10 millimeter. So either you can do it from the bottom or the top. It's up to you, whatever is more comfortable for you, which I'm thinking I might have to go through the bottom. Yep, let me go through the bottom. You see right there. Maybe I can pull the alternator out and turn it upside down. That way I could take it off. There we go. Hey, make sure you take off your, before you take off this alternator, make sure your battery plugs on your positive side is unplugged. Last thing you want to do is it have power and arc off the ground. You don't know what your positive side is. That's what it is. It's on this side. Be back with you in a second. Let me finish unbolting it. Yep, that makes it a whole lot easier now. Let me finish unbolting this. So I got it loose, but it don't look like you got enough space to take it out from the bottom. So yep, you are going to have to take these brackets out of the way. You got a bolt here, another bolt there, and another nut. Well, bolt, and I believe a nut. Yep, a nut right there. Then you should be able to pull out from the top. Been a while I ain't do this. Ain't like the alternators go bad every day. So I got the bracket out of the way, and I'm pulling the alternator right out, which it's gonna come out through here as soon as I can get two hands on it. Oh yeah, you see right there? That's where you're gonna get it out through. So I got it out. See if we can see anything on this. Well, there goes my gloves. Just seeing if the bearings were loose. Yep, that's what it is. You know, for some reason, I didn't realize it, but this bolt fell off and it was still working. Well, that's how you go about taking it off. Putting it on is the same way. I'm just charging up the battery because I probably drained it all the way down. And that's the bracket that was there. Just like this, so I just left that there. I just loosened it up a little bit. 12 millimeter. Those are the tools I use. A 10 millimeter, and a 12 millimeter. Couldn't tell you in the beginning so much all the stuff I'm going to need. And to put it back on, you might want to get you a little bar so you can stick it in there, pull it a little bit, put tension on the belt when you go to put it on. And I unplugged these because I didn't want to break none of these cables. They tend to be tender when it comes to that stuff like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take this off. Maybe I can get some part numbers or something off of it, get them to order me one too. That's it for today. And this is on my 96 geotracker, taking off the alternator. And I showed you how to test to see if it's your alternator or your battery. If the alternator would have been good, the car would have still been running. You wouldn't have had a problem. So it's getting late. I'm gonna go see about getting a new alternator and see how much that's gonna cost me. I'll get back with y'all once I get one and get ready to install it. Might make a video on that, but I don't know if I want to bore you with putting it back on. It's the same deal. So hit me up if you got any questions. Till next time. Bye.